I think that will be about right now. Let's just make sure. Yeah, I think so. Right, let's have a look here. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. That gives you about right on what's it. So let's let me go into, here we go. It says I'm live. Tim Holtz stamps, fabulous. Now then, let me just tweak the camera. I think that looks straight now. There we go. Hopefully, you know me, I always like to come on a little bit earlier just to make sure that we're okay. Let's just pop a morning on to everybody. Oh, I can hear myself. Let me just turn that down a squidgy. Let me just lift that up a second. Morning, Trudy. Morning, Debs. Hello. Louise, hi. Good morning. Good morning. Let me just whack a good morning on to you guys. There we go. Hi, Ali. Hope you're well. I'll say good morning to myself because I've just seen the comments come up. Hi, Ali. Hi, Moira. Oh, loving my skull. I'm going to talk about my freehand work in a second. I'll let people log on, especially the keyboard warriors in the background, just to make sure they don't miss nothing. Wouldn't want to repeat myself several times now, would we? But I hope you're having a fabulous Sunday, everybody. So let's just put that there a second. It's what we're using today. We're using a bit of Timmy's stuff. Hi, Ruth. Hope you're well, sweetness. So, yeah, just letting people pop on. There we are. People in the background. Morning. The school's amazing. Oh, thank you. Meloche is one of my favourite artists. When I was tattooing, I used to do a lot of Meloche work. And this is taken off one of his skulls. I have altered it, but it very much resembles one of his skulls. So I give credit to him because I knew it was his work. There's the difference. Hi, Alison. Oh, no, Debbie. What was happening? I've just smashed my iPad. Oh, dear me. Said a very naughty thing. I bet you did. Crumbs. What, has the glass gone? Or, oh, dear me. Morning, Alison. She's having a moment. Goodness me. A moment of frustration or what? Crikey. Hi, Lisa. Jane, hello. Hope you're well, sweetie. Thanks for joining me this morning. I don't know. I think Lisa's going to find some more of them stamps that she wants to sell. Crikey, they're in the rafters. You must have stuffed them in your knicker drawer, girl. Glasses and mosaic. Yes, it is indeed, actually. Morning, Kathy. Hope you're well, sweetie. Morning, Tracy. Thanks for joining me. I will just give it another couple of minutes and then we'll crack on. Right, then. So while I'm just waiting for the last few stragglers to jot in, I just want to clear the air. Let's just put it like that, okay? So I do a drawing. That means I look at a picture which could be sat here and I draw it, yeah? That means I've done freehand, yeah? So I've done this freehand because I had a reference picture. Actually, it was actually on my phone, so it was smaller than that. And I drawed it. So it's freehand to me, okay? Now, if I'm looking at a picture and it gives me no reference, how the pissing hell can I give an artist credit when there's no name attached to it? So for all you keyboard warriors out there, I shall say it once and once only. If I draw something with a pencil, it's my drawing. I have used a reference picture. I use a lot of reference pictures and I'm not shy to say that either. And if I've got a picture that I'm using, I will put it with it, as I clearly did with Amanda and Meggie Moo. So please, get off your high horse and either message me directly or unfollow me and jog on, right? Hi, Eva. Hope you're well. Hi, Ali. So that's that done. And secondly, if I draw something and I say, oh, I'm gonna make a stamp out of it. I'm a tattoo artist of over 16 years back in the day. I'm fully aware of copyright law and saying to do something with what I draw. Now, if I wanted to turn this into a stamp, for instance, now, right? If I wanted to turn this into a stamp, I would have to change this at least 25 times so there's no copyright law. 16 years I was a tattoo artist putting stuff straight onto somebody's skin. So please, go and kiss my ass when it comes to telling me about etiquette within artistry and how I'm copying something. Everybody uses an image, whether it's in your head, a paper beside you, or even this. If I want to stamp something down and take something off that. So please, go and get a life, unfollow me and jog on. Okay, so I'll leave it there. So here, Meloche inspired me for this. Now, this lady, honestly, I've had enough. So that's me. I've got that out my system now. I'll move on. So Madonna, right? Now, this, the picture I took inspiration off. Morning, Chris. The picture I took inspiration off wasn't somebody that came forward to claim it was their artwork, right? However, I've given it credit because I've looked at her artwork and it's very similar to the image I used. So I gave credit to Alina something it was. Anyway, no, don't worry, it's done and dusted now, Kathy. I've said my bit. I'm just clearing the air because I know the keyboard warrior is in the background watching. So go and kiss it. All right, simple as that. And if you want to go and message people anonymously, people can see when you're anonymous. That's all I'll say. Love ya. Okay. Anyway, so this lovely artist, an amazing work that she does. Okay, I've removed and blocked. Don't worry. But this artist, beautiful work that she does. When the picture I took reference of had no name of this particular lady. Oh, Alina Hunter, I think it was. So there you go, credit there. Okay, Meloche Alina Hunt. However, it wasn't her picture that I took reference of, but I gave her credit for. Now moving forward, I've took a picture of my dog, so I'm going to give myself credit when I do the next one, and I'm going to kiss my ass with that one. All right, so there you go. Done and dusted. I just thought I'd clear that up with you because if I wanted to make a stamp out of any of these, I know my copyright laws. Tattoo artists know copyright laws. Trust me. 16 years, a very successful studio I had, and then I sold it. So we'll leave it there. Okay. So, I feel better after airing that now. I don't normally bother with stuff like this, but I'm just sick of people tatting in the background and thinking they've got some and they haven't. So if anybody ever has any problems with any of my artwork in the future, message me directly. I'm not inhuman. I will apologise if I've done something wrong. However, at the minute I haven't. Hi Jan. Right then. And so Timmy, oh my gosh, let me just yeah, I can breathe now, trust me. I've got that out the way. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like Amanda's dog. Oh, I'll show you Amanda's dog. So sometimes the pictures I take don't actually show. The picture was quite poor of the. I don't know whether you can see this any better. Obviously, I've matte and layered for our sissy poos. But this is Maggie Moo. Love it. Let me just see if I've got the reference picture still to hand. Let me have a look. Let me see. Oh gosh, here we go. Ah, there we go. So there's the picture. There's a reference picture. So if I do it like that, I suppose that ain't too bad. Yeah, I suppose you can see it anyway. So yeah, there's Maggie Moo. That was a picture. So yeah, I've done that. And so that was pencil. So I am going to be doing a portrait later of my dog because I took the photo, so I'm going to give myself credit. And I'm going to do it in coloured pencils. I've never done a coloured pencil portrait before, but Jane, Jane, I forgot your surname, who's posted in Magical Mashup, has inspired me. She'd done a picture of a cat, which was gorgeous. So I thought, oh, I'm going to have a go at that. But there you go. Is it I don't know. I don't know what breed Maggie Moo is. There's only Amanda can answer that. So I don't want to say a wrong breed, but Maggie Moo's Maggie Moo. Don't matter what breed she is, she's just delightful. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's deaf, she's blind, but my gosh, she's got such spirit. She's amazing. So I was honoured, absolutely honoured to do that drawing for Amanda. And I've done that as a gift for her as well, by the way. So there's no money or anything exchanged. Right, so next one. Jane, thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Jane Charlton has done a beautiful picture. If you're in Magical Mashup, she's done a picture of a cat. And I think it was for a family member or a friend. And she's inspired me to have a go at pencil. I've got my pencils sharpened already. So, and I'm only using cheap Derwent Academy colours. It's okay. My daughter had a spitting image dog. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. She is an old dog, bless. Anyway, so I've got my pencils ready. She's inspired me, Jane has, to have a go at coloured pencil portrait. I've never done a coloured pencil portrait before. As a tattooist, I always done colour work on people's skin, but I've never done a coloured pencil. So there you go. Right then, so the next thing I want to say is, I was sitting there waiting. Cat drawing is, honestly, Sarah, it is amazing. So I'm just blasting that girl out there. So amazing. Anyways, Tim Holtz, bless your cotton socks. There was me thinking I was going to be getting myself a new set of paints, you know, watercolour, something. But no, what does he do? Some minis. I'm gutted. I've got the big ones. Why do I need minis for? Hey? I find them, this is personal. So I find mini ones a waste of time. Some people might find them fabulous and love them, but I was like proper gutted when that came up as a release. I was like wetting myself with excitement, thinking, oh, watercolour set, you know, something I could like grasp myself with, but no. So anyway, on the positive, I've ordered myself some of his new amazing watches, so I can get rid of these green handled things, you know. So that means you won't be seeing these for much longer. I'm ordering my stuff from Tracy Evans, just so I'm going to plug that one out there as well. So it's a no new products being because concentrating what you're, yeah, I know. What can I say? Gutted. So anyway, I was that gutted I got his stamps out. Simple as that. Oh dear me. Anyway, so let's play. Crikey. I just feel better for offloading all that silliness because people are just silly. That's all I say. So I'm going to use some of the oxide sprays. Obviously I'm an oxide girl. And I've got a bit of a spritz as well. So just to get the nonsense out my system before we start stamping, I'm just going to, I have given these a little shake. I don't use the minis. I just find them a waste of it. I thought that crunchy, honestly, there was me all excited thinking, oh, what we got. And it was like, pff, nothing, realistically. Right then, so I'm using Pink Frog Super Smooth 300 GSM. That is Twisted Citron. I know, honestly, Diane, I'm just frustrated with silliness. Really am. But it's all right, I'm done now. It's out my system, it's done. Oh, look at that. I haven't took the wrapper off. There we go. Don't need them. Oh, well, no, I'm not wasting my money on minis. When I could quite easily, if my pencil work takes off, I'm just going to buy myself a new set of pencils. Simple as that, really. What's this one? Mermaid Lagoon. And then I'm going to add a little bit of Crackle Pistachio, the B set, because I've only got an A and a B set because I couldn't be bothered buying the rest of them because I thought, what's the point? Yeah, I was just so gutted. That's all I'll say. Anyway, so for all you lovely keyboard warriors out there, I am releasing a new stamp set. I'll let you know when, because then you can go and search the image because I'll draw them all by myself. So you'll be looking for me, you know, you'll get sick of looking at me. Love it. Right then, so I've just put a heavy blob of water on my number 12 sable brush. And I'm just going to take the edges with this, basically. So this is what you'd class as a masterboard. For me, it's just a blob of colour. But it's perfect. I love these colours. Now, I know Timmy, he loves his... I want to get this really blended. You can see a flower. Oh, nice. It was good to see Tim. Honestly, it's nice to know he's back to basics. However, it's just churning, and I'd like some new stuff. Oh, anyway, I've got to wait for Andy Skinner's new stuff. There we go. That'll excite me. You know. So I like the fact with this we blended out nice and lightly. So let me just get where have I put that now? I've rearranged. You know when you start rearranging and tweaking, I've started to rearrange my studio. I'm not liking that bit there. Let me just get rid of that a minute. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'll let it settle and smooth itself out. So yeah. Oops. Oh, aye, crikey. So I don't really want to give people airtime when they don't need or deserve airtime. But there's a lot of artists out there which are absolutely amazing. And anybody in that sense, if somebody catches my eye with a piece of work, as an artist for a very long time, many years, thumbs up, only 6. Oh, crumbs, there we go. Yeah, give us a thumbs up if you're watching. Even you keyboard warriors, give us a thumbs up so I know you're there. Love it. Yeah, give us a thumbs up. Share, like, comment, all the nonsense, you know, as it goes, people. You know how it goes. I'll have to just tidy that up later. Right then. I forgot what I was saying. I've just brought the Prisma pencils at Tracy Evans. Oh, okay. I don't know whether to actually give them a go. I might do. We'll see. We will see. I like my Mondelez stuff. I got now. I'll tell you now. The Derwents. These I've had for donkey's years and never used them. So I thought, oh, crikey. I'll take them out and play as you do. So yeah. So I'll have a look at the Prisma. I might treat myself. I'll see how today's portrait goes. If the portrait goes good today, I'll tell you what, I'll treat myself to Prisma pens. How about that? Pencils. Show me and all that. Now, I love blues and greens, particularly the colours. I love my Salvage Patina. I love my Twisted Citron. Been using them for 15 years. Wow, Louise. That's a statement. That is good. Very, very much so. Mind you, there were certain colours I used, certain inks as a tattoo artist that you'd only use, you know, and I used them for 16 years. So, yeah. I've got several artists who I adored. Some I'd sat with at London tattoo conventions and worked alongside. So, yeah. So, yeah, it was, that was a really fun part of my life. Having the studio and tattooing people. I hope to get the ink tent pencils. Oh, okay, I'm gonna see what's got good reviews, like artist wise, and just see. I think a lot of people seem to use the Prisma stuff, to be fair, so we'll have a look. We will see what offers I can find. Morning, Susan. Okay, so not much simmer on that, I might add, even though I shook the bottle forever, but I like it. So there's your masterboard side of things. So I'm going to let that dry properly, and I'm going to put it out the way, and if I've got time we can put some stamps on that. I can cut it up and faff around with it. All right, so let's put that out the way over there. Let me just, this is do me head in, let me just clean this off. So let me just diddly-doo-dah with that. That's it. I feel all better now. So I wonder what account of this is going to go back out to people. They seem to forget, you see, all this is out there for people to re-watch and actually hear what I've said, not their own version of Chinese whispers. It's here in real time. Love it. At any point anybody can listen back to exactly what I've said. I think it's fabulous, especially when they just don't listen. If you're not in a rush for new pencils, wait for promotions like pre-Christmas. Yeah, definitely. I'm not in a rush. I've got pencils here, but it's just, you know me, it's the ADH part of life, isn't it? It's like I want it now. I'm trying my hardest to sort of understand this ADHD journey, so it's like it's difficult, you know, but it's all good fun in the meantime. Right then, I got gold and copper splatters on my laptop. Oh, but hell, I had fun. Yes, go on. Love it. Let's see what disaster I can make today. So I have got Stampers Anonymous, and this is 442 Jolly Santa. Sorry, can't put the cap lock. This all right. You'll order them as soon as you come off air. Honestly, Diane, you know me so well. 428 Winterscape. Again, Stampers Anonymous. Tim Holtz. I must admit, he is the king of all colour stamps, etc., etc. But, you know, one of them. I was just gutted yesterday, that's all I'll say. Simple as. Gutted. Capital G. Right then, so we've got a lovely I have used these before. I haven't used this one actually. Let's have a look at this. A little cottage and some scenes, and I think we'll get this one on as well, maybe. So let's have a play. Let me get some black. Let me get a pad. Oh dear me. I do some. I looked at Santa one, cheapest. Okay, yeah. Now I must admit, Art from the Heart are the cheapest, and they do really good bundles as well. So unless I'm supporting Tracy Evans in anything that she has, or inks or bits and bobs like that, that would be, in all honesty, it's quite a cute little. Should we do it about there? I'll tell you what, if I do it about there, I can add a bit more trees. So in my head, the function, I might put a bit of water on this actually. Why not? I hear you say. So there we go. So one stamp, realistically. Now from that one stamp, I'm not, in fact, let me just put that there. And that's the stamp here. So let me just put that back on there, just so you can then see, and I'm not getting mixed up with things. So this is 428 Winterscape, yeah. And he's even giving you the snowdrops, you know, like the blustery bit I mean, I'm not sure who can't put little dots on a page, especially if you've got a cat and it's attacking you as you're drawing or painting. Sarah and the Castle Arts, our lovely lady, and the colour, because I do want to look into things and try and sort of see what's what sort of thing, you know. Right, then let me just have a look. What's that one? This is a 10B pencil. So I've got a pencil. So all I'm going to do here is take off what's already on here. So I'm just going to put a line across. Now this just mixing a bit of drawing in with a bit of painting in with a bit of, I am going to just use oxides today because not everybody's got paints, etc. If you want to use paints, go ahead and do so. But you can quite easily just give yourself a little, maybe something like that realistically, yeah. And then if you wanted to put anything up here, you can do a bit of blue for the sky, etc. But I just want this to be maybe at sort of a lakeside or something like that. Okay, so if I'm doing, so that was a 10B, and this is only a cheapo set, pencil set. My expensive set I won't use for stuff like this. My expensive set is when I'm doing like my portrait work or the drawings I've done, other stuff, yeah. Stuff for this I just use cheapo sets. So there you go. So you could even go to Poundland, the Range, no, any of the shop, B&M, anything like that in the UK, and just pick up yourself a cheap drawing pencils. The B set is what you want now for your blending. So anything from B up to, I think I've got up to about 15B or something like that. 18B, what have I got here? Let me have a look. That's a 9. What's that one? 14. That's 16 maybe. Let's have a look. 12, 14. So yeah, and I've got charcoal pencils as well. So, you know, you use what you want at the end of the day. It's your choice. It makes no difference. You can even just use a bog standard pencil. Dead easy. Okay, so I want some blue. So what I'm going to use is Mermaid Lagoon for starters. And that's also going to go for my skyline as well. And then obviously I want a green. And I'm going to do Rustic Wilderness. Why not? So, and that's the only two colours I'm going to do. Now, a lot of you I know won't paint out of here, so I'm just going to pop a little bit down as you do. Hi Cheryl, hope you're well. And I'm going to pop a bit there. Oh, look at that for a blue. Woo, hello, hello, hello. Right then, that's drying nice. I've still not got any shimmer in that. It's a bit disappointing. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, so I have got, now for me, number 12 sable is too much, so I am going to change it over to just my number 4, which is just from where it, oh honestly, yeah, the weather's turned. We've got, well, it was raining this morning. My screen keeps blue. I'm not sure if it's the weather or not, so I have to find. No, it's all right. Try to do what you need to do. Or if you're in Cannock, yeah, you're probably in the depths of werewolf country. So if that's the case, then yeah. Now, all I'm going to do is just get me a little bit of water here, and I'm just going to move that oxide around. I'm just going to take it up to where I've drawn on that line. There we go. And I'm going to bring it, as it's come a bit lighter, it's going to be lighter to me. But where it's a little bit darker, I can add a little bit of a layer up there if I wanted to. And just bring it around here. I'm going to let that dry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of water, horrific rain, and honestly, the weather's proper changed, isn't it? Now, all I've done there is, well, if you can go across if you wanted to. Yeah, we were moaning about how too warm it was, and then look at that, we get a bit of cold weather and we're all blarting about it. Love it. Absolutely love it. So I am just going to flick the brush just here and there, and don't worry if you go over your trees, because you'll put another colour over that. So to me, that's given me the water, and we've just done one blue. Now, you can, let me just give it a little blast off so you can see. So that means I'm drying up the top end of the sky. There we go, got that off. There we go. Love the rain. Well, I'll tell you what, the garden's needed doing for sure. You know, I must admit, oh, here we go with the finger blobs again. Crikey. One of these days I'll learn to put something down and so I don't keep doing that. Let me try. I just can't do it. Even when I'm drawing, Like I have that many fingerprints everywhere. It's like, oops, a daisy. Okay, so I'm going to build another bit of blue just on this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it so it looks like it's just lapping. You know, like when the water comes to sort of, you know, just to the shoreline sort of thing. Now, I'm going to take it over just slightly, and then all I'm going to do is just bring it, just so it looks like there's movement there. And this just gives you that little bit of extra depth. There we go. And then for those of you that done Amanda's workshop, yeah, I've seen some fabulous creations of what you've done. I love the rain in the garden. It saves me, honestly, doesn't it just? Saves everybody a watering job. Crumbs. And again, I'm just picking up what's left there. See, look at that. I've not wasted any ink at all. Not one bit. Yeah, so all of those lovely creations you've done from Amanda's workshop, I've seen some gorgeous gorgeous flowers that you've all recreated. So it's beautiful to see, very inspiring. Love it. Right then, so rustic wilderness. Now, don't normally paint with this, so this is a new one for me. Oh, okay, that's all good. I like it. I like it. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm impressed with that. Let's just bring that down. Morning, Sue. Hope you're well, my sweetie. Here we go. So again, going out at 9 to water the plant. Oh, yes, I've seen a load of comments about Amanda's workshop. So glad everybody tuned in and done their bit. Yep, it was lovely to see all the good comments. Absolutely. Right, so I'm just going to do a very light wash. Is Mum doing the veg? How did you know that? Yes. So we've been growing some potatoes. So Dave's digging up the potatoes as we speak. Mum's doing the veg, and then Dad's helping with the veg. So yeah, Sunday morning we're having pork with crackling. Well, I'm not. The rest of the family are. I don't eat meat of a Sunday. I don't know why. It's occasionally where I will. Very rare. Unless somebody buys me a sandwich at the NEC. But apart from that, it's I don't really eat meat. Personal choice, you know, again, my choice. It's nothing what's it. So there you go. A proper family affair. Oh, yes, here it is. We try and eat together as much as possible as a family unit, because I think it's just nice to have that. Now, I quite like that. Very just blue-green, very flat. Very basic. A lot of you can sort of add a lot more detail. I'm going to go straight in off the pan now, or pad should I say. Well, it's nice, it's memories, because obviously Mum and Dad are getting on, so yeah, it's nice to have these times, you know, around the table together. And I know some of you haven't got that, so you know, all I can do is just, I know where you're at in that difficult situation. So I don't really, you know, well, you all know that Mum sort of does a bit of crafting and bits and bobs and that. Dad's dad. So there we go. So already I'm just adding, letting things dry, add a layer, let things dry, add a layer. And obviously the further away something is, the more that you'll do that darker bit. It's a lovely green, rustic wilderness. I mean, you know, can't fault Mr. Holtz when it comes to putting his colours together. Beautiful. But, you know, like I say, one of them on the other. So, oh, let me just put a bit of water down. See, the thing's sticking to me. This is why I don't do this. Are your shirt? Yes. So Mum's got a side over here. Mum's got a little chair and that's it. So if anybody ever comes to visit me, they've got somewhere to sit and craft with me. So, yeah. And this area is big enough for 2 people to work. So yeah, it's all good actually. It's nice. So Mum comes and sits in here with me and we'll have a chat and craft together. So I'm just blending now the green into the blue. And it's giving that sort of idea of shadows and reflections. Yeah. I'll alter that a little bit. And then if you want to add a little bit more of Mermaid Lagoon, so I've only used 2 colours. I'm just going to darken that area there. And to me, there we go, so we've sort of got that, and that sort of view of the reflection. Reflections are so very easy. And if anybody's stuck on anything, just PM me. I'll quite happily go over things with you, because I'm nice like that. There we go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to probably use pencil. Now you can use, I'll put them there. Again, you could use your Zig pens, you could use your Prismas, you could do whatever. It's one of them at the end of the day. Yeah, you use what you want to use. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around and go, let's have a look. I need a brown of some sort. There we go. I've got a light brown, a dark brown, that'll do, and a yellow. Right, okay, so I've got Posca pencils, as you can see. Maybe not, there you go. Posca pencils, they're very much a waxy sort of medium. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly just, let me just put a little bit of movement there. Now I'm just going to very lightly go over the whole of that image, just so it gives a bit of a highlight in places. So if I do miss anything, it's going to give highlight. Yeah, so I've got a yellow undertone, and then I'm going to go with a lighter. I've got sort of it doesn't give colours, it just gives numbers with these pencils. So it's the lighter brown, and then I've got a darker brown. So you know me, light, medium and dark on the colours. So I'm going to use this one next, and I'm just going to sort of go in just here and there, and I'm just going to hint just a touch of places, and then I'm just going to do the darker brown. Now you can tell I don't really use these. Still haven't tried water yet. Coward. Oh, Moira, drowned it. Honestly, you'll learn so much, and you'll enjoy it as well. Would you buy the Posca pens again? No, dead easy. I can answer that straight off. No, I won't replace these once these are done, if I'm totally honest with you. They're too waxy for me. They don't blend to what I want. So for somebody else, depending on what sort of artist and work you're doing, they might be absolutely a dream come true for you. For me, personally, I won't buy them again. I like them in my set because I've got them, but I won't buy them again. So I'm just being very honest there. Okay, so I'm just going to take these down now, just at that shoreline, just up and around the trees, just a bit of brown in there. And because they're a waxy, they're not really going to blend unless you put products on them to blend. Okay, and I can sort of add a little bit here and there, even just add little bits of brown through the tree, you know, just where you can roughly see sort of a bit of a trunk running there, and that's it. How easy is that? Now if you really want to play the game, I'm just going to move that. Well, I'll put them there just in case somebody goes, "What are you use these?" Let me just, what we got here, hard. Yeah, hard. So this is a charcoal pencil. Sometimes I like that. I draw them with the, well, yeah, exactly, Diane. So everyone's got their own. So what's good for me might not be good for you guys. So this is a charcoal pencil and it's hard, so that means it's going to be literally quite strong straight line, not a smooth that maybe some people would want. And all I want this for is just to bounce off a bit of a reflection, realistically. That's the only thing I want it for. Prisma or wax, so you might not like them. I don't use anything. Oh, okay. So I want to be able to, just to give you an idea then, I want to be able to blend. This is why I like my pencil work, because it's like here, for instance, so I've used the old, so I've got light grey on there. So I've got my graphites, and I've used a knife, and that's all dust in there. So I can use that for blending purposes. Instead of buying pots of blends and stuff like that. So I love graphite pencils. I love the way they blend. I love the way they move. Good morning, Caroline. Hope you're well. You are a bit late, aren't you? You had a lie in. No, wrong with that. They are fab to blend through. I have possible, but I don't. No, honestly, Ruth. One of them, I brought them. Thought they were going to do something else and they didn't. So, you know, it's like that. We all live and learn, I suppose. I'm just going to bounce a little bit of a shoreline on here, just so it looks like I've got a little bit, you know, when the water just ripples. Now, again, let me just put them over there. Like Sarah, what was that? Sorry, it's like Sarah said about the castle. Yeah, well, your level of colouring, please don't say that about yourself. I'm sure you do some amazing work, and I've seen you have done some amazing work, so please don't put yourself down. Everybody does things differently. Everybody's work and everybody's standard is different. No, they're not watercolour pencils. These ones I've just used a Posca. They're just a wax pencil. I've got Mondelez watercolour pencils, which I'm not using. I've just used Rustic Wilderness and Mermaid Lagoon. They were £40 for a set of 120. That's not bad. So I like my Mondelez, but I am thinking of buying a pencil set. I have got some pencils, as I was saying. I was inspired by Jane. You're having pork. Oh, very nice. So these are only just doing to Canterbury colour. They're very cheap, but they might do the job. So I'm going to do a colour portrait later. And I've seen how they blend. They seem to blend okay. But if I'm happy with what I'm doing there, I'm going to treat myself to a pencil colour set. That's where the conversation's gone from doing a bit of drawing. Now this is a white charcoal pencil. It's of a medium. So basically you've got sort of hard, medium and soft. Soft is very, very blendable, which those are the sort I love. Medium's a bit of both really, so you can get a nice crisp line. As well as I made 2 cards last night from Lisa Hudden's finish. Oh yeah, please do. I'm not keen on those, if I'm honest. But again, it's personal preference. I had some given to me to try, and I just could not get on with them for the life of me. But again, everybody's different. I'll have your pork and crackling. Oh, honestly, Sarah, I like the crackling a bit. But it upsets my tummy. So I had my gallbladder removed. So it's like everything just sort of goes differently on your life when you've not got a gallbladder. Oh, hello. So I spend more time in public conveniences if I eat the wrong food, which isn't the best, you know. It's one of them, isn't it? But hey ho. Right, so I've just put a couple of highlights. Lisa could purchase just a couple of pencils. Yeah, definitely. 501 actually for 100 pencils with 32, I think, on the river. Feel free to send me some links to these pencils so I can have a look. And I appreciate you doing that, actually, because it's nice when you listen to other people and you know what they do and what they use and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you. I love the fact that you guys are, you know, have either got my back or you get involved with me, which is what it's all about. So what I've done here with that charcoal pencil is I've just done a couple of little. I had my gallbladder. I didn't know it had been removed. Oh, fair enough then. I wish I could say that. I wish, but hey ho, it wasn't the case. So all I'm doing there is I've just put a couple of little highlights. Now to me, if we just whack a, you know, special delivery, December holiday thing and all that, Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, there you go, Crimbo card. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that, to me, there was no real oomph to this. Yeah, let me just whack this on a thing. Sorry. Oh dear me. Let's put that there. Oh, hello, Mom's in the house. Hello, everybody. Oh, she says hello, everybody. Are you happy? Yeah, that's the thing, you see. Let me know if you're happy with them or if you're not happy with them or whatever it is you're doing. Oh, excuse me. Now, I'm going to do it on here. I've done this as a little tag. Hi, Mom. So you can see the comments there. Hello. There you go. She can see the comments. Hello, Louise. There we go. Right, so I was going to use this as a little tag. So this is a 7 size, so I can cut this in half again. So let me just get the cutter. Where did I put the cutter? Hello, everybody. Hello. Right, Mum's in the house. There we go. So I have to work this a certain way. Ain't it weird when you get used to working things a certain way? Let's put that there. There we go. Right, so it wouldn't be me if I hadn't put a finger mark on it. There you go. Okay. So you could quite easily pop that up here. You could cut around it. You could do your corner thing. Where have I put my corner thing? It's somewhere in here. I don't know. I'll look for it later. But, I mean, you could put it down here. You could put it here. Yeah, that's quite cute, actually. So, yeah, we'd say there, for instance, yeah. So, you know, it's one of the, everyone says hello, Mum.
Hello, I know, I'm reading. I ain't got my glasses on.
She ain't got her glasses on, so she's blind as a bat. Have you got your hearing aids in?
Yeah, I've got my
she can hear us.
In. I just come to say hello and see what you're doing.
If you shout a bit louder, she'll hear you. Oh, dear me, it's all good fun. So, yeah, so to me, there you go, Christmas card. Now, if you want to put some white splatter on it and some twinklies and all that, bit of foiling, go for it. But I'll mat and layer that. I might... yeah, I might do something with it. If you put a sun and draw a canoe, it would be a... Yeah, exactly. You get the idea. So just because I've whacked Merry Christmas on it, don't mean to say it's a crimbo card. You know, it could be somebody's going away on vacation. Oh, sounded American then. Somebody's going away on holiday. Somebody's leaving. New home. Yeah, I mean, come on. Somebody's going to college. I don't know. But there you go. You get the gist of it. So just because it says Christmas on here... doesn't mean to say it's going to be a Christmas card. All right. So, as Diane says, whack a canoe on it. It could be absolutely anything, really. You know, absolutely anything. So, let's have a little do. So, there's one doodah. Now, I'll put that with that. So, on here, what we got here? We could put Crimbo's head on there. Actually, do you know something? I've been dying to use this stamp. Probably for all the wrong reasons, but it's okay. I don't really celebrate Christmas, as my kids know. I'm a bit like a Scrooge, really. I always give them the money. It's the easier option in my house. Too many of them. All feral they are. All feral. Right, so let me just do this. Now, exactly what I was going to say. Stamps. Yes, exactly. So just because this is Father Christmas... Right, let's have a look, see if Father Christmas looks like something else. So, let me just bring this over here. Let me just grab this messy bit here. If you can hear anything in the background, it's Mom.
I know, I'm tatting.
She's tatting, so she's allowed to tat. Right, so I'm just going to put that there. So, that's just the offcut from the A7. So, I've done Merry Christmas, chopped that off and we've got that left. So, where with these, now, you guys are saying you don't like rubber stamps because you can't see. Now, my mum used to do that. She's tatting behind me. When I look at that now, I can see that is going to go there, right? So, good firm press with the rubber. It'll be interesting to see whether it does. It's a lost art. Isn't it just, Isn't it just? There we go. Now, to me, you take away the bit of holly and that bit, that could be all sorts of different... You could turn it into a hairdo. You could, you know... It could be Santa. It could be anybody, really. It could be the man down the road. It could be your neighbour. Whack a hole in it and there's your tag. Yeah? So there you go. I just had to have a play around with this one. I don't know why. A great big stamp can make such an effective little gift sort of thing. So that could be a gift tag. It could be absolutely anything. But when you look at it, it's took the whole of that area off. That's roughly what you've brought is Father Christmas. Yes, it is a lovely image, to be fair. Love it. Now, let's just whack that over there. So we've done we've had a play around with that. My masterboard's drying nicely in the wind. Let me just grab another piece. So this is, I'm still using a Pink Frog Perfect tag. Exactly. Whack a hole in that. To and from on the back. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt, as you know. Right, so let's have a look. I've got fingerprints everywhere. It won't hurt. You're used to me. You've got to have a fingerprint. It shows you that I've worked then, doesn't it, really? Let's move them out the way. Now then. Birdie on a stick. Let's have a look at you. I've not used this one. As you can see, it's brand spanking new. Never been used. That's usually the way. You buy all these. You think, oh, I've got a collection now with Tim Holtz stuff. And you look at it. Ah, dear me. I don't know what tatting is.
Yeah, Carol Ann's just told Ruth it's lace making, and that's what it is.
Are you lace making?
Well, no. I have a try now and again. I keep going at it. I haven't mastered it yet like some can, but I do like the effect of it.
So basically she's tatting, which means that she's in the background doing this.
Well, I'll finish now because I've got a task.
Yeah, that's what she's doing, right?
I've got fastener for my bag.
And this is what she was tatting for. She was trying to find a fastener.
So I've got fasteners.
She's made a dog bag.
It's going in my dog bag.
She's made a dog bag, and if you go and get it, I'll show them what you've made.
All right.
She's going to go and get it now. Bless her. So she's crocheted a dog. Honestly, I wish I could make lace as well. Crumbs and mighty. So what I've done is I've just, as you've just seen, I've just stuck the birdie down, as you do. So do you know something? My mum makes some crazy stuff. Where's my little? So you know she made me a little French poodle thing with his little hat on. So, and I got him up here. So I've got all sorts of little things looking at me. If ever you come and visit me in the studio, you'll see. Yeah, here we go. My mum's rooting. So mum was, yes, she was rooting around for something. So this is mum's.
Fastener on the top.
So this is mum's little bag. Right. Yes, I thought you'd like it, Lou. See, so this is what mum. So she saw something. Jackie, the black edition of Faber-Castell pencils, fabulous. Send me some links for these pencils, people. So she saw these bags which were made out of dog. So the little fastener is for here, basically. I mean, look, she's lined it and everything. She'll be making me a Louis Vuitton next. Honestly. So, but yeah, there you go, people. Look at that. That's what mum's made. She's taking orders, honestly. Well, I'll big you up, mother. I think that's fabulous. Ideal for makeup on your phone when you're out. Hey, look at that. You know, there ain't many of them going around. But you see, if you put Louis Vuitton or Hermes, boom, there you go. You know, what can I say? Put a thing across the top and that's Hermes all day long, isn't it? I mean, come on. Look at that. So, there you go, Mum.
Thank you. I'm going to go and put my fastener on.
She's going to put a fastener on it now.
So I'm going to love and leave you.
Oh, she's off. Say bye, Mum, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Have a nice afternoon or Sunday dinner.
You know the best thing? I love this, right? So I'm here talking to you guys, and Mum's talking to me pad where you should be here talking to me. So she's leaning over, talking to the pad, telling you all bye. It's comical.
Bye,
come here, Mum. Come here, Mum. You go. Come over here.
Yeah.
Okay, now say bye.
Bye, everybody.
There you go. You can hear her now. So right, go sod off, you daft sod.
I'm going.
Love you.
Finish me dog.
Oh dear me. Right, okay, crikey. See how I've got a madhouse? That's all I'm going to say. Morning, Kathy. Yeah, exactly. My mum's as daft as a brush. Right then. But I love her to bits. Okay, and listen, times like this where you have your daft moments together and you think, oh, bless, as you do. Now, on this, for instance, now, honestly, we're all a load of kids, aren't we? So, on this set here of woodless graphite sticks, you've got an Aquel, which moves with water. So, I'm just going to grab that. So, it's literally a pencil that, it's like a watercolour pencil, which is fabulous. Now, if you wanted to bring down this area here, for instance, you could, like, bring down another bit of a tree coming here, you know, just the leaves bits here and maybe a little bit over here. Now what I like to do is, if I'm drawing, as you can clearly see, I've got a pencil in my hand now for all you keyboard warriors. Okay, you ready? You're going to go and report me to Tim Holtz now. So I've got this here, so I can quite easily look at this and think, oh, there's a bit of reference there for me. Look at that. And I'm just going to go longer like that and a bit up here. And I'm going to take this down here and maybe just across there. And look at that. And I can actually put my name to this now because this is my drawing. Because it's different, but I've used it as a reference. So do you understand that now? Gosh, honestly, ridiculous. But yeah, anyway. So you can put little, so if you look at this now, you'd colour this in with a brown sort of thing. I mean, you could even turn this into just a pencil piece. Again, it's up to you. But if you've done it to a pencil piece, to match this, you would get, let me get a number 2. So this is an archival Pigma Micron, number 2. Okay, so you've got number 2 on the end. And what you do now is you would go over and create anything from it. Same as what sort of Tim's done. So you try and match what Tim's already put down. And then like here, for instance, now I'd add a little bit of mint to this. So I'll just like extend little bits here and there. So I'm just going to sort of go along that line here and just bring this in. And again, there's little bits that'll stick out, there's little bits that'll come down. But, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. You can add a little bit, even if you just do, some people keep going, well, I can only do a stick man. Well, do you know something? You could add a stick man onto this. Yeah. So already we've got 2 little bits of branches. You could add a bit of a branch that's going to come over here, for instance. No, I'm going straight on with a pen. Dangerous. Because that means I can't change it. But hey, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? We could always put a sketch piece down here. So I'm being very sketchy now. So already he's in sort of an area. Now, what you could do is I'm going to stick with these 2 colours just so it brings everything together. Let me just shift these out the way because I'm getting cluttered. It's like a bit of a clutter bug going on here. Tim means Groot. Yes, go on. I love Groot. Groot is absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to get rid of these green handled brushes. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. There we go. Right, so now this is quite sort of heavy colour. I'd probably say, if anything, tumbled glass would have been a nice one. But you know me, I'll just go in with whatever floats your boat sort of thing. I'm trying to stick with 2 colours because not everybody's got loads of different colours. But what I will say is if you're blending in, now turn the things around, make it work for you, move things about. Couple of little tricks now. We've done 1 stamp and the rest you've done on your own little back. You've done a scribble, yeah? So let's have a look. So we've got a bit of dark area on the bottom, yeah? Let's put the lids on that a second. Let's put them there. Right, so we've got a pencil at least to tape the metal bristles and spray paint. You won't see. Well, to be fair, I'm happy to buy new ones. Simple as. I know where these have come from. It's one of them. I'm happy to replenish and restart my stock. It's just one of those. I'm happy to do that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I could spray paint them a different colour. You know, that would be nice. Somebody actually said that to me the other day. I thought, oh, that's an idea. But then I thought it's time and effort to do that. And you know me, it's like I want everything sort of a now, sort of easier option sort of thing. So I've just left it. Without the old and in, yes, exactly, out with the old, in with the new. So Mum will have my old stuff, as Mum always does. So she's happy for me to redo. Now, all I've done here is put some water on my brush, just plain clear old water, and I'm moving the oxides around. Now, always, yes, of course, I'm always buying, though, that's the thing. Oh, dear me. So you can actually dot over and take your ink away if you wanted to, or you can add more, yeah? So I could go into this now and add more. This, have you tried the blending brushes? That I'm doing the new ones that is done to get rid of my green ones, basically. Oh, you see, my keyboard warriors are reporting that back to Lavinia, you say. I love it. It's not something I wouldn't say to people's faces, and I'm clearly am because I'm telling you lot. And it's here in the ethos because it's on alive. I'm replacing all of my stuff because I'm allowed to do that, you see. Aren't it brand new? So basically, Tim's got a large blending brush, and then he brought out with the mini collection yesterday some mini brushes, and that's the ones that I'll be getting to replenish what I've got now. So there's me and a couple of other people going to be doing that, so it's going to be fabulous. What was that? Sorry, I'm giving you no companies are giving me any hassle at all. It's just keyboard warriors, which just nobody can message me directly, but they like to message other people, and trying to. In fact, they're not even cause problems. I just find it pathetic. But it seems to be now I'm doing pencil drawings. Now people can say I'm actually an artist and I can draw. It seems to, I think the jealousy's kicked in, if I'm honest with you. But that's just my opinion. You know, it might not be. It might be something else. I don't know. But we'll wait and see what we get off this. Because You know me. I've got a gob. Yeah, exactly. Who gives a flying fish? Exactly. I don't. I will buy whatever I want and use whatever I like. That's the whole thing of me being a crafter, not attached to anybody. I'm obviously part of the design team for Tracy Evans, which is absolutely fabulous, and that's why I use a lot of Tracy's beautiful stamps. So there we go. So moving the oxides around just allows you to give different background texture. It really is, and it's such a shame that that there's a lot of jealousy in the world. Crafting world is unbelievable. I am really so shocked with how vicious, and it's sad for me to say that, how vicious the crafting community is. More bullyish, actually. And I'm happy to say that. I will actually say there are some nasty bullies. Yeah, there you go. I've said it now. I haven't put a name to anybody. Haven't named anybody. I've just had a view from myself. There you go. Right then, so that's that bit. Let me just blast that off. Yeah, it is jealousy. I know. It's a shame. Oh, had a dip in the old power surge then. Love it. Right then, so now that's a little dry. Now what you can do is, I've only used one stamp so far on this. Now, what I like to do is look at stamps and see what else we can do with them. Now, this one here, I've tried, but yeah, well, I'm not allowing bullies to upset me, and they can go and jog on. I'm calling them out now because I'm sick of it. And like I say, if people don't like my artwork, go and watch somebody else's. Do you think I'm really that bothered? Nope. Right, so what I'm doing here is I am just tapping, as you can clearly see. In fact, I'm just taking it. Sometimes I find the block a little bit of a hindrance, but I'm just going to bring it this way. I'm slagging anybody off. They've obviously got a little problem because I've not physically named anybody or said anything about anybody specific in this live tonight. So if anybody goes on to broadcast to say, oh, she's slagging me off, I'd look back at that person and say, why would she think that? Then you might answer a few questions and think, oh, has that person been making things up? Love it. Anyway. Oh, look at that. I've got another mark. Gosh, honestly, I'm doing ever so well. Now, you could do a couple of different things here. You could put colour on there to add it as little flowers. Guilty conscience, indeed. And I bet you any money somebody will go on a live and say something. In fact, I'd put money on it. I won't give a name, but there you go. People that know. Right, so what can we do on there? Now, I've got 3 colours. So I've already got my Posca pencil. Let me just see if it'll wax up on that. Not really, no. So it ain't really going to come onto that. Exactly, Ruth, exactly. Me, I don't care. I've gone past caring. Let's just put that one to that. Let me just put that into the mix straight off. Won't be me. Oh, Diane. None of you lot on here that are actually talking to me. You can clearly say it's not you guys. I love it. Let me get some paint. Yeah. There we go. Right, so let me I've just grabbed my Winsor & Newton. So these are the starter that I love it. They were tainting the brand. Well, one of them. It's down to them at the end of the day. Down to them. Right, so I'm going to get some yellow because yellow goes with blue, and Shaggy Moment wasn't me. Indeed. I say that all the time. Oh dear me. Yes, I know, Chris, I know. I think today is just me getting it all out of my system. And I think because of my ADHD, I've just got to let it go and try and let it go. Yes, exactly. Well, we should live and let live. Yeah, I'm getting off my chest, Ali. Live and let live. When it starts interfering, then it goes past that point, especially when you've got a disability. So, I'm afraid to say live and let live. I get that, and I'm very much about that in my way of life, but sometimes things need to be said. But yeah, I meant they should. Oh, you know what to call. Yeah, I know exactly what to bloody call them. But hey ho. Anyway, just keep your ears open. I love the fact now that I've said this, and it's going to be interesting to see what comes back. I've just got to laugh. Right then, so we've just had a little bit of yellow. Now you can add a bit of green. Now, obviously, the green that we've actually used is rustic wilderness. So let's not alter from what we're doing. I might leave the birds as they are, or I could put a bit of brown on if I wanted to. Now I'm just going to paint. That's why there's re-inkers for these, you know. Amazing. So all I'm going to do is just get my brush, and I'm just going to sort of give some sort of thing that, like, and I'll do my best to track it. And bless you. I'm going to sort of, I don't know, what am I going to do? Maybe just do some sort of green blobs, maybe. Why not? It's an interpretation of leaves. What do you think? This rustic wilderness is gorgeous, totally and utterly. Now, what I could do is, let me just do that quite rough. I love the fact when you're doing a watercolour, yes, treat yourself to loads of new ink. I've got loads of re-inkers, and that's why I'm not buying them little mini pads. I mean, come on. I'd rather buy a re-inker than a mini pad. I mean, what's all that about? I mean, like I said, I'm sure there's loads of people that appreciate the mini inkers, but I'm unfortunately not one of them. So even though I love Timmy to bits, I love what he does, I love what he's about, I must admit I don't love what he's just done. But hey ho, can't stop stroking them. Oh dear Lord. Right, so all I'm doing here, oh hello, look at that. I've gone in with a blob of, oh how fabulous is that? Right, so I've gone in with a blob of, I've just took off there, which has just gone blob, which is even better. Look at this now. Woo! Okay, totally changed my picture. I wish you'd do, yeah, I know. I think that's the thing though, you see. You buy your sets, you buy what you've got, and then it's like, well, what do we do anything else now? Yeah, I get it for those that want to do the small travel sets and stuff like that. But you see, when I do my workshops, I've made those little things that I carry now, so it's just like done and dusted for me. I don't need to worry about anything else. I'm going to spritz a bit of water onto that, I think. Let me just shift these damn things out of the way. I have to get out. Fair enough, Caroline. Enjoy, sweetie. Have fun. See you later. Right then, let me just, there we go. Let's put a bit of a spot down. If I didn't, well, and this is the thing, I think when you've got your kit, you've got your kit into it, you know what I mean? So, right then, I've just sprayed a load of water over that. Let me just get a bit of tissue. I'll get a fresh one, should I say. And I'm just going to lift off. There we go. So, yeah, I quite like that now. At least I can spend some, yeah, well, I was more than happy. I've got the credit card ready and everything. I thought, oh, he's going to do some nice watercolour sets, you know, because, you know, the picture he put up, I thought, oh, that looks just like a panther watercolour. I thought, oh, yes, go on. But no, it was the minis. I thought, oh, big reveal was very disappointing. I was very disappointed. I was gutted, in fact. Not very disappointed, I was gutted. But as I say, for all those diehards that buy everything of his name, you know, one of them. But unfortunately, I won't be purchasing the minis. I just find them a waste of money. That's my opinion, you know. So I don't upset all you Timmy fans out. I love Timmy to bits, but it was just my opinion. So there you go. Right then, so we've got Merry Christmas, we've got that, we've got little birdies. None of these resemble Christmas, by the way, apart from, so those could be present tags, yeah. Oh dear me. Right, so that's off those. Right, now we done this earlier. Now I love these. So masters or whatever you want to call it. Let me just clear my area out the way because I'm getting all clogged up now. There we go. Right, so up. It's nice though, because I actually know what's wrong with me now as such. So when I do speak out of turn, or I air my viewers, I know why now. It's my ADHD. So there is a difference, you know. So there we are. Right, so the first thing we've done, we got a nice piece. I have a search after the live. Perfecto. We sprayed, we let it dry, and then look at that for a beauty. Now let's have a look. Let's get these into. Now you can leave them like that, and you can stamp on them and do some randoms if you want, or you can cut these up in readiness. Now totally right. Waste of hard-earned. Exactly what we've got on these. So they are 30, so that's just going to be under 15. So let me have a look at that. So it's 15 and 2 there. Right, so let's just do this first of all. Quick sort of thing. So we've got 15 and 2, and then 10 and a half. There we go. These are only very rough as well. It just gives you an idea, don't you see? Let's have a look. There we go. So off that one sheet, we have now got some gorgeous backgrounds in readiness for whatever we want to do. So, and they've all got a theme, as in the same colours. That's a nice one. There's a nice one. There's a nice one. There's a number. Oh yes, thumbs up if you can. That would be fabulous. Thumbs up, comment, share, like, subscribe, all the usual nonsense. But it just shows you, just because something's got Christmas stamp on or seasonal, not one of these look like Christmas unless we want to put snow and all that sort of stuff on. So please don't get caught into using your stamps in a way. Let's just, we've got these 3 colours here. I'm just going to pop a little bit of yellow on. I know they're not red breast. I'm going to use the lighter brown here. Let's just do this, a bit down there, a little bit here. Darker brown. You've put this, you can blame it. I can't, honestly, you can't blame anything. I can, and I will. I like the fact that I understand me. Actually, Diane, it's nice to actually be able to understand why I do certain things now. So I think having the doctors with the ADHD and confirming everything has really helped me understand me a lot better, if I'm honest with you. So I can actually blame my ADHD, and I will. Plain and simple. Love it. So I'm just gone over my little lines. Honestly, one of my sons, just honestly, it's really weird because I do such random stuff, and it's like I'll say to Mum, that's my ADHD, Mum. Saying you've got a gob. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I could tell you, I have got a gob on me, and that's another trait of being ADHD. I'm not shy to say it either. I think they look very nice with the yellowing. I go off tangent a lot as well. That's ADHD. Literally, I'm a walking plus for an ADHD woman, to be fair. But I'll leave that one for another day. Oh, dear me. Well, I know I do say it as it is, and that is another trait. I love it. Right then, I'm just going to put some little bird. This is just a bit bland in the background here. So I'm just going to do my McDonald's M's. There we go. A little bit of a... So when you do M's, add a little bit underneath it. And if you are doing your little M's, packs of 3 are usually like a nice sort of shape. Okay. So 3 is always a good balance number when you're putting something out there. All right, now here I'm just going to add a little bit of something, probably just, it looks like a bit of grass in the background and around it, because it looks like there's like a little bit of a fence or something here. In fact, I can take it as a fence really. Let's just do that. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Right, so again, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So don't be shy. I really like that actually. You know something? You could whack a Christmas. Well, you could whack. It hasn't got to be Merry Christmas, but you know, if you put Happy Anniversary or anything like that sort of thing, that would actually, you know, you got 2 little love. Do you know something? You could do lovebird colours on that. 2 little lovebirds in a tree. Nothing at all to do with blooming Christmas, I might add. Hold on. What was this one called? Let's have a look. Whoopsie doopsie doodles. So this one was called A Winterscape, and obviously it's seasonal for Christmas. But again, it's nothing like that. Yeah. So don't be shy to look at your stamps. Me too, re-inkers. I love my re-inkers. I'll paint with my re-inkers. So much easier than doing that. But if you are painting out the pad, re-ink it. Again, one of them. I've had 5. One's going off and then just suddenly stop. There you go. I've gone, honestly, that's me. Gone a blank, then I'll go off onto something else. And I do that when I'm crafting. So this is why I have to get it out my system. Tags, perfect. Old Santa Claus. But again, I bet you got a neighbour that's got a beard and a curly. But I mean, you could really extend the curly round and be proper. You could proper have that like 1950s-esque, you know, Coca-Cola-y and all that nonsense. But yeah, so it hasn't got to be Christmas. If I do it like that, you can put whatever you like there, couldn't you? Happy anniversary, you know, or congratulations on your engagement, you know, wedding day, pop a little veil, you know, just tweak it into silliness. But yeah, that just gives you an idea. So there's your MasterCard. So you can stamp whatever you like on these now, but how gorgeous are those in readiness, yeah? We've played around, as I just said, doing different things, whether it's tags, whether it's a topper, whether, I mean, you could turn that into a book or whatever. Again, easy done. So there we go. 442 Jolly Santa, yes, and 428 Winterscape. Stampers Anonymous, Tim Holtz collection, fabulous. They are rubbers, and you can clearly see there's loads on there I still haven't even used, yeah, because that's always the way. Always the way. But have a fabulous Sunday. If you're going to get your veggies done, don't cut your finger. You know, make sure you have everything intact when you do. Have a fabulous Sunday with family and friends. And if you're on your own, enjoy your own company and have fun. All right. So have a play. Post in the group. Link me on my page. Do whatever you like. But have a fabulous, fabulous day. So I'm just going to turn Facebook off first. And then you guys might get a bit of an exclusive. So I shall grab you. Hi, Kelly. Kay, hi. Pascal, hello. Hope you're well. Ross, hi. Eva, hi. Alison, hi. Sarah, hi. Let me just go quickly through you guys. Eva, Alison, hello. Right, and I shall see you guys soon. I'm glad you've liked that. I quite like that one. That would make a nice anniversary-esque sort of thing. So there we go. Lovely spending time with you. Oh, thanks, Diane. Bless your cottons. Right then, so Book of Faces is now off. So there we go. Let's have a look. So still 38 of you on there. Only 20 thumbs up. Bless you. Appreciate that. Yeah, please share. It's just nice that you support me. But your thumbs up help in so many ways. So, you know, there you go. So let me just see whether or not, let me have a look. I've got bits of stuff here, there and everywhere. So here is drawing. So I'm going to do it in pencil, coloured. Now you can see the colour pencils here that I've got, because that's the colour of my dog. So I'm hoping that I'll redo that. So there you go. So that is my own picture that I've taken, and it will be, that was just a tester. I want to do this in colour, so this is why I've scribbled by it, so I can see if I've got the right colours. So this will then be, I'm hoping if I can get this into coloured pencils, I will be offering to do portrait work and commission work. So there you go. So that's that. I'm putting that over there at the way. There we go. So that's what I've done today. There's my mess, there's my carnage, there's the reality, there's all you guys. So if anybody wants to, you know, all you keyboard little people, feel free, go and report that one. Report it to me, because it's my photo, my dog, my artwork. I love it. Right then, I'm going. I get myself into trouble all the time. I love it. Right then, I'm just going to keep smiling because I'm going. Right, love you all lots, and I will be back tomorrow in Tracy Evans' boutique group doing Tracy Evans stuff. And the Tracy Evans stuff will be, let me just have a look what we've got in here. So let me just put that down there. Tracy Evans. So we have got our journals. Let me just see what we got. That was what we've done before. We've got pages. Have we got anything ready? Oh, we got those. But I'm thinking I might, instead of doing something heavy and messy, I might do sort of clean and simple. Shall we try and do something clean and simple? Join me and Tracy Evans tomorrow and we'll do something clean and simple. But there's all my carnage and bits and bobs. There we go. There's me up yonder. Sorted, done, dusted. Right, I'm going. So, I'll see you all later. I've got to go, love. I'm going as well, Kathy. I shall see you all later. Right, toodle pips.